So, I've been getting some comments lately. Well, not really lately. They've been happening like on pretty much every video I've been making, and I'm just gonna say something right now. So, let's get a little backstory. Super Mario Logan is probably the first YouTube channel that I watched. Now, keep in mind I said channel. It wasn't the first, they weren't the first videos I saw on YouTube, it was the first like full channel that I watched. It was 2009. I was 7 years old when I watched my first Super Mario Logan video. It was called Mario and Luigi Play Rock Band, Guitar Hero, and Guitar Hero 3, and that was the first video I watched from them. And I really liked it. I liked it a lot. I thought it was pretty funny, and at the time, I really liked YouTube, and I really liked Mario. So Super Mario Logan was like, I don't know, it was like a wet dream at the time. So I liked it, and I continued to watch more of their content. I eventually watched the entire Stupid and Dumb Adventures Season 1, and when Mama Luigi died in Season 2, Episode 1, I actually cried, because it was like, it was pretty big at the time, so yeah. And I remember when Black Yoshi was a new character, so in terms of a fan, I'd say I'm pretty old. I'm not the oldest fan, I haven't been around since like 2007 or 2008, but 2009 is still pretty old considering that Super Mario Logan has like a ton of fans, and I'm not sure when they started watching the first video they saw of theirs. So yeah, in terms of like how old SML fans are, I'd say I'm pretty old in that front, because like I'm only 18, and I've like watched, and like I've probably been like, and I've known about Super Mario Logan for more than half of my life, which is probably pretty pathetic, but you know, what are you gonna do? Yeah. Um, I continued watching the channel often, on and off again. I remember being very frustrated when Season 2, Episode 6 took about like 9 months to make. It was like Season 2, Episode 5 was like 4 minutes long, and Season 2, Episode 6 wasn't until like February 2011. So it was like it was a long time after that. So yeah. Um, I watched The Bird. I thought that was like the best Super Mario Logan video at the time ever, and honestly, I still think The Bird is probably one of Logan's best videos ever. But yeah, I've pretty much been keeping up with the channel for a long time. During After the Stupid and Dumb Adventures ended, I I kind of lost some interest in the channel because I thought it was like getting a bit. I wasn't really that interested in it anymore. I still kept up, but not really that much. Um, I think it was like, and then I think the next big date was like, I'd say August 2013, when with the introduction of Bowser Jr., I just stopped. I just noticed that the videos weren't really as good as they used to be with Bowser Jr.'s introduction in 2013. So in August of 2013, I just stopped watching the channel. But I did come back. I remember the exact date too, so you're going to be annoyed with me on this one too. It was April 2014 is when I finally came back and watched SML, and I watched it consistently again, and well, the rest of 2014 didn't really fare too well in terms of SML. Chef Pee and Bowser Jr. were pretty much the only characters being used at this time, and like a lot of people, I think, who look at the Bowser Jr. era fondly, probably are only doing so because the Jeffy era is worse, or because they haven't seen the Bowser Jr. era videos in a long time. Because after watching some of those SML videos from 2014 and 2015, I can say they are pretty bad. Like, most of them are just Bowser Jr. whining for 7 minutes, and like Chef Pee makes him something or whatever. Like, it's just horrible. Like, most of these videos have aged pretty badly, like much worse than the older SML videos. But I kept watching them because I thought that that Logan still cared. You know, it seemed like he still was making effort to try to make something consistent. Like he was trying to do something with his videos. Um, he was introducing a lot of characters. Granted, he was starting to use a lot of puppets, but he was still making some new characters. He was still trying with his videos. He was still trying to do something. Um, However, uh, in 2016, Logan killed his channel. Um, he introduced a character named Jeffy, and at the time, I hated Jeffy, but you know I didn't really think he was that big a deal because I mean he's just one character. He was probably going to be a one-off character anyway that appeared in like a few more videos afterward. He probably didn't matter. And even then, before Jeffy, if a character received negative reception, Logan would just stop using them. Like the Rat, Bowser's mom, and David Winkle, all three characters that got very negative reception, and as a result, Logan stopped using them. And I thought this was going to be the same thing, but no, it didn't. Throughout 2016, Jeffy started appearing in more videos, and he became a main character before anyone knew it, and nobody liked him. Everyone thought he was the worst character ever. He was not funny. He kept people who say that Jeffy used to not be so bad. Why don't you watch some of Jeffy's earliest videos? You can see that even back that Jeffy was he was always a horrible character. He had three jokes. He had like 3 or 4 jokes that he kept repeating, and they weren't funny. He just kept using them for every single video. Now, to be fair, in 2016, Logan was actually putting a lot more effort in the Bowser Jr. videos, and the videos featuring Bowser Jr. in 2016 tend to be quite a bit better than the ones that he made in 2014 and 2015 because of, well, trying more. But Jeffy just brought everything down. He had no purpose but to make Mario's life a living hell. Jeffy's bad word was so bad that Logan literally offered to take the video down after it was uploaded. And at that point, you'd think that'd be the time to end Jeffy. He wasn't even like that popular at the time. It wasn't even until like a bit afterward when he started to like really grab some profit for the channel. Like you'd expect him that there were so many times he could just drop Jeffy and nothing bad would have happened. But he didn't. He kept using him. And, well, now what happened? After Jeffy's introduction, the channel started to go to shit, and 2017 was a horrible year for the channel. 2018 was like, and after that, Logan just kept going downhill. 2017, 2018, 2019, and pretty much any year afterwards, I would consider it to be just a dark age for SML that's probably never going to end. Like, this channel is literally Zombie Simpsons. It's dead. It's dead. It's never going to be good again. Those old videos, those old videos before, like, Bowser Jr. was introduced, they're done. They're never going to go back to that area. I mean, it's kind of sad when we really think that the videos that Logan made when he was a teenager are much better and much more enjoyable than the ones he's making when he's 25 or 24 or however old he is. I think that's the range or something. But yeah, it's pretty embarrassing. Add on to that Logan himself has revealed himself to be a pretty shitty person overall. Oh shit. Sorry. The computer, my PC turned off. And it was really good for lighting purposes, but I guess we're gonna have to deal with this right now because it's not really a structured video. Anyway, Logan revealed himself to be a pretty shitty person. He made a Patreon in 2018, and a lot of people donated to his Patreon, and well, he barely gave out any rewards, like none at all. It was pretty much a scam. Like, so he said that he was going to make characters give shoutouts or even like post them in the description of videos. He never did anything like that. The Patreon was pretty much a scam. And the Patreon ended. I'm pretty sure you all know Dabby H Dude, and personally, I fucking hate Davy H, dude. I don't want anything to do with him because he's a piece of shit. But he did do a pretty good, but he did make a pretty good parody of Logan's Patreon where he's pretty much just like taking money and not giving anyone else rewards for anything. It's a joke. Like, it's a complete joke. Um, but yeah. Logan's not the only one who's Logan is just has a huge fucking ego. It's absolutely unbearable what he's doing now. Like, he thinks that like he's like the king of the world or some shit. It's fucking horrible. Um, he has like the most insufferable ego ever. Where like if you criticize him at all, you're not a real fan or whatever. It's terrible. Um, Other people, they're in the cast, have revealed themselves to also be shitty people. Chili, who's not with Logan anymore, Chili is revealed to be a pretty shitty person. Um, I don't know what happened. I'm not really sure the details of what happened, but Chili apparently did some pretty shitty stuff behind the scenes and was just overall a pretty horrible person. And I think she was a gold digger. I don't want to say that word. Like, I don't want to say that term. Like, I don't really like saying that term, but like, I think that's the best thing that's the best word to use for Chili. Because I mean, she didn't really care about Logan, only really used him for money, I guess, because apparently that's the story. I can't really say what happened for sure, but the way it looks, Logan and Chili are both pretty shitty people. And Lavelle, like, he literally thought that he was fired because Logan didn't call him, and like, I mean, it was fucking bullshit. Like, it was such a bullshit thing that happened, and um, he like, and yeah, he's also like extremely arrogant, like worse than Logan on this front. Like, he literally, like, the whole GameCube dude situation where Lavelle like pretty much told GameCube dude that he was a, I don't know, like a dick or something. Like that, like GameCube dude was fucking horrible. Like the whole drama with that. Like Logan even tried to call, but like Lavelle just shouted and nothing happened, and GameCube dude had to like take down his channel. So yeah, Lavelle turns out pretty shitty guy, and yeah, and I don't know about Lance, but it seems like he has kind of a pretty bad ego as well. So because like voicing Jeffy, the most popular character, has probably given Lance like a huge fucking ego, and it's pretty unbearable. Um, it kind of sucks too because Lance used to be Lance just Lance is probably the worst actor right now, honestly, because like it's kind of a shame too because like in older videos, Lance would like voice like three characters, and he would like for instance like the Bird, where Lance voiced Black Yoshi, Shrek, and Woody, who were like the only characters in the video. Lance was the only voice actor in this video, and the video managed to be much more interesting and enjoyable than Logan, Lavelle, and Lance and Chris all voicing characters in one video, and it managed to be repetitive as hell because Lance is just repeating the same jokes over and over again. Jeffy, it's just the same fucking joke. There's nothing. He just like every video now is just an insufferable shout fest between Mario and Jeffy for the first 2 fucking minutes. And I can't stand that for like every single video. Every video is terrible. I stopped watching SML like around like 2019, like probably like last year, like a little less than a year ago. I just stopped watching SML, and I haven't watched a single and like I've just not thought about SML for like this year in particular, especially with how much shit's happened this year. But like SML has not been on my mind, and guess what? My life is so much better. Like I don't care about Logan and Chili breaking up and going on a little fallout or something. I don't fucking care about that. My life is so much better. Oh yeah, remember the time last year when Logan tried to make puppets for his main characters with Junior, Mario, Bowser, Joseph, and Cody made puppet versions of those characters, and it was absolutely horrible and like just the worst decision ever. Like even worse than Jeffy. Like if he stuck with the human puppets for all of his videos, it would have been the worst thing ever because because let me tell you, The designs for the puppet characters are fucking horrible. They're all hard and terrible to look at. And there's even fan art of the human versions of these characters, and it's so much better than what Logan gave us, or what, I don't know who made the puppets, but like his designs are fucking horrible. Good thing he didn't stick with that though, because that would have been the worst fucking thing that Logan had ever done in his videos. But yeah, I'm just done with SML. Like, I don't want to watch the same shitty videos, the same shitty business practices, and the same shitty people watching the same fucking videos. And, like, I'm so much, in my life, it's just so much easier, and it's so much better that I don't have to think about this fucking channel anymore. Like, I'll still hold on to the good memories that Logan gave me back in the older videos when, like, he actually tried, and, like, I still hold on to those. Like, those are good memories. I like them. But still, even after Logan like screwed or fucked over Zeke so hard, I just like this year where Zeke almost lost his job because of Logan. Like I can't fucking support this guy anymore. And he's just such a piece of shit and his videos are so bad. So yeah. The purpose of this video was that I'm not making a worst list or talking about SML anymore. It's done. I don't care about Super Mario Logan. My life is so much better without his fucking videos. I haven't even watched most of his videos this year. And most of his videos from like 2017 to now have mostly just been the same fucking garbage. There's a few good ones, I guess. I mean, I actually liked the Jeffy Fortnite video, which you'd expect to be horrible, but it was actually pretty entertaining, all things considered. But most of his videos have been pretty fucking horrible. And I'm done with him. So, yep, there it is. That's your answer. No more Super Mario Logan, no worst list, no worst of 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021, 2052. I'm not doing it. I'm fucking done with Super Mario Logan. It's over. I don't want anything to do with this channel anymore, and I'm done. I've had it with Logan, and I don't want anything to do with him anymore, so goodbye.